Hey everybody, Sean here from BoredParacord. Today we are going to be doing a candy cane made out of paracord. So you'll need something similar to, you can use a paper clip, you can also use a solid wire, something that when you bend it, it will hold its shape. So a paper clip, in this case, this is one of the jumbo ones, it works really well for this. And then I have 5 feet of each color, red and white. The first thing we want to do is find our 2 center points of each color. So I like to do that by putting the 2 ends together, running the cord through my finger until I get to a loop, and that loop is your center point. So we'll set that up here. Actually, let's do this. We'll get the white out of the way. We're just going to open this up, knowing that our center point is right in the center of the frame, just like that. Now, whoops, we're going to take our white cord and do the same thing. And the 2 ends are together, so this is my center point. And we're going to make a basic shape of like a backwards S, or the letter N. Is that N? Yeah, that's N. And lay that over top of the red, so just like that. Now what you want to do is take your right red cord, and you want to take the end, and we're going to go over the first 2 cords here and down through the loop. Pull that cord off to the left so that loop closes, just like that. Now we're going to do the same thing with our left cord, which is this one. This is the one that we just pulled through. This is the one that we have not yet. Grab your cord on the end, cross over just like we did before, over 1, over 2, and down through the loop. Hold everything together and pull that through until that loop closes. And this will give us our first square knot. Just grab hold here with your fingers and then up here with your finger and thumb. And I might have the brightness up a bit too high. There we go. And you're just going to tighten this up until you get a nice looking square checkered pattern. That's a square knot. Now there's a couple ways of doing this. One of the easiest ways is always start with your right cord. We're going to take the whole cord and just kind of flip it up over this first cord here, which will give us 2 cords here. And then we're going to take this whole thing and turn it clockwise. So now we have a cord coming out of the right, and that's the one that you always are going to work with. And we're going to flip it over those 2. So basically, you're flipping it over the next one in line. But because this one's already been flipped over the white, you're actually flipping over 2 cords here. So once that's flipped over the 2 cords there, then you turn it clockwise again. And this is the red cord coming out, because that's the one coming off to the right. So we flip it over the 2 again. Turn this clockwise again until you get to the next one that's coming out here. And we find the loop. The loop that's at 12 o'clock, that's where this cord is going. So the one that's off to the right is going to go over just like it would before, and then down through that loop. It's kind of confusing at first, but once you do it a few times, you'll kind of get the hang of it. Pull those tight. There we go. And they will tighten right up. You just got to kind of wiggle it. There we go. And you're just kind of repeating that process, always starting with the cord that's coming out here to the right, flipping it over the 12 o'clock, and then turning it so that your right cord coming out is going to flip over the 12 o'clock cord right here, and then that 12 o'clock cord will then become the 3 o'clock cord, and do the same thing again. Flip that over the 12 o'clock, turn 90 degrees, And that first cord that you started with should have a loop there. You take your 3 o'clock cord at that point, down through there, and then cinch everything up again. Just like that. And you can kind of start to see what we're doing here. These will end up becoming stripes, kind of on a spiral. And we'll do probably 2 more of these, and then put our paper clip in here. So we'll start with the white. The white at your 3 o'clock goes to 12 o'clock and turn clockwise. Your 3 o'clock up to 12 o'clock and turn. 3 o'clock over your 12 o'clock, turn, and your 3 o'clock over your 12 o'clock and through the loop. Just like that. There is another way of doing this. I think it's easier and faster to do it this way. You may look at other videos and see that way and think that that's the easier way. It's up to you. I suppose I could show you how to do it that way. It can be kind of confusing. So the other way of doing it is to take your 3 o'clock over towards the 9 o'clock area, and your 9 o'clock over towards your 3 o'clock, like that. And then take the white cord over the red and under this red one. Like that. And doing the same thing with this white one and going down through this red loop here. They both do the exact same thing. It's just the way that I teach it and the way that I like to do it. It's a little faster, I think, and a little easier. And at this point, what we need to do is straighten out this paper clip so that we can push it through. Okay, and we'll just get it through here. Should slide pretty easily, just like that. And that's all the way in there. Now when we're doing this, you're going to stay to the right of the paper clip. So I'll show you a couple this way. So 3 o'clock over the 12 o'clock, turn. 3 o'clock over the 12 o'clock and turn. 3 o'clock over the 12 o'clock, turn. 3 o'clock over the 12 o'clock through the loop. And cinch it tight. And when you cinch this, make sure that your paper clip is right down in the middle of everything that you're tightening up. That's the goal there. And as you can see, as you go, you start getting this spiral look to it. So we'll tighten that up and do one more. So we'll start with the white as our 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock over the 12 o'clock. Turn. 3 over the 12. Turn. 3 over the 12 and turn. Put this red one on there, and then this is our, whoops, I got caught on the side of my table. 3 o'clock. That's my 12 o'clock, or no, that's over that one. Okay, and then 3 o'clock, which is this one, down through the loop. So you always finish going through that loop there. And one way before you tighten it, if you want to know, like, did I do this right? Just look to see where your loops are. If your loops are going around a cord, this white one's going around the red, and the red's going around the white. If they all go around a cord, then you have done it right. And when you start tightening it too, you'll know, oh, that doesn't look right. And then you can back it out and figure out what you did wrong. So, I am going to do, let's see, we'll do one more. Here's my 3 o'clock cord. Over the 12 and turn. 3 o'clock cord over the 12 o'clock cord. Turn. 3 o'clock cord over the 12. Turn. Let's get some of these cords straightened out here. And then we got our 3 o'clock going through our 12 o'clock loop. Make that loop a little bigger. There we go. And through there. Alright, well, I am going to finish this off camera and then come right back to show you how to finish up everything and make this actually look like a candy cane. I will be back. Okay, so we are pretty much done here. Let's go down here. You can see a little bit of the paper clip sticking out. So you do want to make sure that when you're doing this that you don't have this little piece sticking out here so it can't like catch on anything or poke somebody. And you will get faster at this as you go. I got much faster the further I went. So I think this might be the last one. Yep, that's well within side of the cord there. So you want to get this nice and tight, and you're just going to make your cuts and melts right where all of these cords are coming through. But you need to get this one very tight so they don't move on you. And you might want to have everything ready. So you got your scissors, you got a torch lighter, and a smoothing tool ready to go. So we'll cut one. You want to make sure that nothing is going to move, because I have a feeling that if you're not careful, this will get pulled back in there. So just be very careful about that. That nice and melty. And there we go. There's one. Just cutting this really close, right to the edge. There's two. Oh, got a little too much on that one. See how I kind of melted the red there? Whoops. I always say it in every video, it's really hard for me to see the flame on these torch lighters because my lights are pretty bright. There's three. And like always, I'll put all this stuff in the description, so if you need a smoothing tool or torch lighter, it'll all be down there. You'll see exactly what I'm using in this video. Now once we have this, that's when you can actually bend this, and it should hold its shape pretty well. Just like that. Doesn't get any easier than that. And then I suppose you could run some real thin cord through there and hang this on your tree. But that turned out really cool. Like I said, there's lots of videos on this one. I just hope that I gave you a different perspective on it. This took me about, I would say, 10 minutes to make. If I were sitting down doing one of these from beginning to end, about 10, maybe 15 minutes. Not long at all. And really, it doesn't use much cord, so if you've got scraps, this would be a great one for that. If you're in the Michigan area, we are now open to the public, so you can come in and check everything out. We'll show you a little bit of the warehouse, not the whole thing, but we definitely have everything here too if you wanted to purchase something. But we're in Lansing, Michigan, so it's not too far from Detroit or Grand Rapids. So, and then if you're not close to here, everything's on our website, BoredParacord.com. And don't forget to check out, we're on TikTok, Instagram, X, and the Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/Paracord on. And until next time, Paracord on. Do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button to your left. There's other great videos all the time, and there's a few to the right side of the screen, and you can also buy Paracord at our site with the link at the bottom left. Thank you again for watching.